All right, so we've got 2 tulips, a rose. Let's go ahead and get this. I think, is this an iris? So what we're looking at is, again, some people might panic over trying to draw this flower. We don't have to panic because all we have to do is break it down and draw it in relation to this rose that we already have. So we see that from this rose, we've got a curved line that comes up on one side and a curved line that comes up off of this petal. So it's just 2 curves, right? And then we've got a curve around that joins that. And we've got the center part of it. So we've got that. Now let's take a look. This one to the right just comes off of what we've already drawn. It's going to curve around. And what we might want to do is put a little dot where it's going to end up. So I see it's going to end up right here on the rose. So now all I have to do is curve it around and join that. And then this little scalloped edge, so it's a curve, 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 comes and touches right here. So I can actually start here, curve, and curve again. I just want to make sure I know where to come back and touch this first thing that I drew, and it's down a little bit on the side. Once I get that, I can do the curved line. That comes down, and then I'm doing the same thing on the other side. What we can look at is the negative space that's created in between these 2 petals and say, what does that look like? It looks like an upward arrow. So you can just say, I'm going to draw the upward arrow. And just draw it like that. There's the arrow, but that's actually negative space because that is nothing. That is not part of the petal, but it's in between the petals, but we can look at shapes that way. So the other thing we're going to look is where does it come down on the rose? So there's a curve that's going to touch down here, and there's also one that's going to start up here. So once I've got those, I can say, okay, so I'm going to start curving down, and it's about halfway down that I'll come in a little bit with a curve, and then I'll come back out and finish that off. Then once I have that, I've got my little middle part there. Then I can look up and say, okay, off that, again, this is our first part that we drew of this. Just to the right of where I started this, I see I can come up. And how far do I come up? Well, let me look back and see. Once I think I've got it about that length, I can come down with 1 curve, 2 curves, 3 curves. And then on this other side, I see it actually comes off of this leaf. And it curves around, comes back down, it curves in a little bit, then out. So once I have these, it's very simple to get I'm looking again at the shape created in between the 2 petals. So I'm just going to draw this little shape. See that little shape right there? That's negative space, but we can look at it as a shape, and I'm going to draw the shape on this side. See that? Then I come up here. I'm going to bring a curve from each side, and then I see that it just goes up like a little mountain and back down, and then it's got a little center rib in it. There you go. We've also got this other less developed iris. It's a little bit younger, but before we do that, I guess we need to get this leaf in. So there's a leaf sitting in the middle here. It's just to the right of this iris. So I'm looking to see how far it sits and how high it is compared to what I've already drawn. And I can see that there's a little curve and curve, and once I've got that, there's a little split in the middle. Then I see that there's a U shape that comes off of this and comes on the other side, kind of flares out at the top, and then it's just 1, 2, 3. Off from the side of this, I've got a little curve, and off on this side, got a curve. We round it on the end, and then just scallop it back up. 1, 2, curves 1, 2, and 2 straight lines down, and then curve and a curve. Now before we draw that stem down, I think this big blade here is going to need to find a spot. So let's see where we can start this. I think off of this one little bell. Let's see, wait, we need to hop up here and do this rose first, because then it's got a leaf that goes in front. So we've got these 2 tulips. Mine is ending up a little bit more snug than expected, but I'm going to try this. So we've got a little U shape that comes off the bottom of this and comes back up. Now we see there's a little almost peanut shape at the top, and then another shape right beside that that's, I don't even know what to call that, an abnormal peanut shape, and a little twirly in the middle if you've got room there. And then down from this right peanut shape, we're going to come down and touch the middle. From this one, we're going to come out and touch the middle. And then we've got a piece that comes out. No worries if yours is not fitting or not looking like it. So we're doing the best we can. We're just trying to train our eyes here. So we've got a curve and a curve that come down, a curve and a curve that come out, and another curve that comes out this way. Then we see the stem. It's starting to come down towards the center of the pot, and it comes down pretty far on this side. Now on this side, it's going to come down just a bit and then turn back up to a point and then come back down. Again, not all the way to the line. We're leaving some space there, and then we continue on. It also, just a little bit lower, down near this bell, we've got another leaf that's going to come up and almost touch. It's just kind of a wavy line, and then come back down to where the stem is. We've got that again, and then we just go ahead and follow it down to this leaf. So the next thing we are going to do is this big blade that comes up, because it comes behind this one. And we see, where is it going to come up to? It is actually going to come up to a point way up here. So I can either start down here or I can start up there, but basically it's going to be coming from down almost to where this blade goes down, and it's coming up, and we're just going to continue on until we hit that tip, and then it's going to come down, and it's a pretty wide blade. Just keep lifting your pin when you run into something. Keep lifting your pin. It just fills it in a little bit to make it a nice arrangement.